Hello, and welcome back to The Spear and the Sea, episode 18, Unplugged. I am your host, GM, players, and producers, everything in between, Perfu Bernal, and I'm feeling a mix of emotions here as we are 18 episodes in, and finally, at the end of the first season of this actual play. It's been an interesting ride, and for a while there at the beginning, I was thinking, what am I doing? This is ridiculous. Playing by yourself on stream for everyone to see. It's weird. But I've come to put over a little bit. As I said many times before, I've come to very much enjoy this game. I don't always get the chance to play Pathfinder anymore, especially first edition, which, it was probably one of the first games that has grabbed me in a long time since I first started playing Dungeons and Dragons on third edition, which explains why it grabbed me. I have fallen in love with these characters. With our main crew here. They're a little hard to see at the moment, but with Spear and Haslin and even Hawk a little bit. They are weird characters. They are weird characters. I never thought I would play a Gillman, an Azarketi, a race that I actually didn't even really know much about before the beginning of this campaign. And suffice to say, I have come a long way on gnomes. I used to find them incredibly annoying. Gnoming, if you will. But my good friend Hopper, I asked them to come up with a rival for my spear here, for this sort of true neutral aquatic witcher type, Geralt type. And I think Hopper's question was, well, what are they? What kind of rival are you looking for? And we sort of went off from there, and Hopper's response was like, okay, one Katra level evil rival coming up. And I think now that I've actually seen She-Ra, that Haslin makes a lot more sense to me. This sort of insecurity, but also this trust in Spear that his intentions are true, that he speaks in a way that he doesn't, that Haslin doesn't specifically. Hi, Soft Kitty. Thanks for joining. It's good to see you here. If you're wondering what it is I'm doing, I'm playing Pathfinder by myself, which is a role-playing game. It's basically, this is a pirate nautical Dungeons and Dragons adventure that I've been playing by myself for a few months now. And we're coming very close to, this is the finale of the first season. I'm doing well, thank you. It's good to see you here. I hope you're doing well as well. I quite enjoyed your Assassin's Creed Odyssey stream last night. And I'm enjoying Assassin's Creed Odyssey because I think it is similar in vein to the way this adventure goes. This is a sailing adventure where pirates that have been going around this crew, these characters were originally taken as forced members of the ship the Wormwood. They were kidnapped, press ganged, as it were, and forced to become pirates. Some of them wanted to become pirates. Some of them have experience in sailing the seas. Some of them, worship the queen of pirates, Besmara. So we have Sandara here, who is a cleric of Besmara, the pirate queen. We have Cog here, who is kind of a rough and tumble kind of guy. Then we have Rosie Cusswell, a halfling woman who is honestly like well fitted, I think, for pirate life. And then we have Conchabar Shortstone, a foppish gnome who talks a big game, but and wears a fake eye patch, and is. I think out of all of the people here, he probably most wanted to be a pirate. We'll probably get into that later on in the second season, as we have some time to maybe have our characters get to know one another, have them explore each other's pasts and backstories. But for now, our crew is making their way back from... they wake up before dawn in the stockade. So our crew here is waking up fully healed. Except Sandara. Sandara took... What's the word I'm looking for? She is infected with a disease known as ghoul fever. So I'm going to switch up the music a little bit here. Oh, no. There we go. So Sandara wakes up in the morning. Where is she? I am not feeling well at all. Spear, the tall, tanned Azarketi man with gills on the side of his neck, comes over to her. What is it? Your wounds are fully healed. Your magic took care of that last night, but what's wrong? I'm not exactly sure. I wonder if maybe those ghouls in the water yesterday had some sort of infection. Let's go ahead and give her a knowledge religion check. Would she know that? Would she know that? Sandara, knowledge religion. Let's double check. She only gets a +4 on this. 15. That is enough for her. Hi, Zen of Games. Thank you for joining in for the finale. It's good to see you, as always. So yes, she's like, yes, I'm quite certain of it. Ghouls, the bite has an infectious disease that, if one were to succumb to the disease, they themselves would turn undead. Well, we can't have that. Sandara, you are too important, and we've risked too much to save you. Right. Okay, so here's the big deal. Now that she's infected, she needs to make 2 consecutive saves from day to day. It takes her at least 2 days of successfully fighting off this disease to get over this. I wonder if I should prepare spells otherwise, but first we need to make a fortitude save. Double checking my notes. This fortitude save is a DC what? There it is, Ghoul Fever, DC 13. If she fails this, she's going to take damage to her constitution and her dexterity. Both things we do not want to happen. So she's getting a +3 to this. Ooh, too many tabs open. +3. Come on. 13 on the die for a 16 total. No, she makes almost to throw up, and she calms herself. No, I think I'll be all right today. I just when we get back to the boat, maybe some oranges or limes to help fight off the disease. I'll maybe Besmara will see herself blessed. The red-headed woman smiles. Will see me blessed in overcoming. I should be fine. Thank you for your concern, Spear. Right. Okay, good. We need everyone on their feet. The sun will rise in any moment, and we must be making our way back. The silver-haired gnome Haslin yawns from his place under the tree here. Right, everyone, I think we should be getting up now. Oi, Spear, I thought I was the captain of this crew. Right, Haslin, I'm not trying to usurp your role or anything. Spear rolls his eyes. Oh, I saw that roll. What do you mean? Spear, I know that you took the lead yesterday, but swimming in water, that's your kind of thing. But me, I'm the planning type. All right, you hear me? We all agreed yesterday. Nope. Well, Cog, the human man who's he takes his bandana and he kind of shakes it out before putting it on over his bald head. Well, I wasn't around yesterday, and honestly, I don't need a little pipsqueak like you bossing me around. Hey, Conchabar, the purple-hatted other gnome in this party. Watch who you are calling pipsqueak, you big lumbering oaf. All right, fuckers, come on, everyone. We need to fucking settle this down because we got to get moving, Rosie says, already snapping on her backpack and her gear. So we got all this treasure, right? We're picking up the rest of the treasure on the way home. Treasure? Is this island full of treasure, then, Sandara says. Yeah, we found loads of plunder and treasure over by the, I guess we're calling it the boudoir. Right nasty sorts, these ghoulish ladies that looked all made up like whores, to be honest. Right, they had lots of treasure. I think we had determined it was some sort of wreck here or something. Right, Spear says. It seems a chalish vessel wrecked itself here, maybe a few years ago, and all of the ghouls that we've seen so far on this island seem to be Chalaxian in origin. Well, treasure must be a sign then from Besmara. We're on the right track. Okay, well, I suppose with that, we should head back. And the group all kind of nods in agreement. With that, I'm going to copy and paste them. We see the crew, as the early morning rises, make their way from here, the stockade, and they spend the better half of the morning, I think. It's probably not that big of an island, and if they rush, they can make it pretty quick. They're following the path here, so they don't need to make any survival checks. And they're leaving before dawn, is the thing, as well. So they make it to the boat in this abandoned fishing village and pile in, having picked up extra treasure here, from the boudoir, as it's known. With that, we go back to the man's promise. I need some good. There we go. A little louder, please. Ooh, there we go. I think Scourge is down here. We see Master Scourge right here in his black jacket with his whip. Looking at the 6 loyalists left on the ship down here, all tied up and bundled up. Wake up, he kicks Scrimshaw Jack in the shoulder. Wake up, you scurvy dogs! Listen up. Your friends have been spotted on land, and they're coming back now, but play your cards right, and we won't kill you as soon as we take care of them. We need the extra hands, so if you keep calm and stay quiet down here, well, you just might carry on. You hear me? These other pirates kind of look at him, and we see Rumi kind of spit, looking the most injured. She took several cuts of lethal damage. The rest of them all took non-lethal damage and were merely knocked out and have since healed up overnight. And she spits. You will have to make me walk the plank once they're dead. Because I will not. Excuse me, burping. I will not serve under the likes of you any longer. Oh, you've got fighting spirit. I will grant you that. But I might have a little fun with you. Dangle you off of the side of the ship. Hey, maybe serve you up as shark bait. Oh, that's always a fun game, isn't it? Huh? What say you, fish guts? I don't want any trouble. Please, I promise I'll serve you as best I can. As soon as it's done, it makes me so sad that my friend Aslan will be. Well, I don't think Aslan has done anything wrong. I keep going to the wrong one. Fuck that gnome. That little upstart has got another thing or two coming. And the rest of ye, you'll be working the bilges for as long as I've got something to say about it. And then from above, a pirate shouts, "Oh, ahoy! They're coming! They're coming!" Aye, that be my cue then. Me cue then. I'll see ye a lot later. And he comes over here and starts walking back up to the deck. Okay, all right. So our crew is way down here in the south. So we're not going to see them until the boat actually arrives. We're going to go ahead and put some of our pirates here on the edge. And we're going to give them... Oh my gosh, these are the only 3 pirates we have that are in any kind of working order. The loyalists did good short work of them. So let's see. We've got Badger Meddler. We've got Slippery Sill Lonigan. And we've got Shivika. So these 3 women are armed with short bows. I'm pretty sure. Are they? What are they armed with? That is an excellent question. Let's check the AP. Let's check the AP, concluding the adventure. Aha, the mutiny. Mr. Plugg and Master Scourge lead at least 8 loyal Wormwood pirates loyal to them. Not anymore at this point. Right, this number might vary depending on the PC's actions. Remember that the advantage goes to the side that acts with surprise, and if the PCs don't act first, they did not. Mr. Plugg and his loyal crew attack the PCs and their allies with missile fire as the PCs approach. That's weird because these pirates don't have any ranged weapons. What are they going to do with that? Let's check the appendix. Page 20. That would be up here, actually. 7-8. Part 1. Part 2? No, that's too far. What am I doing? Wrong way. There we go. Page 20. Wormwood pirates. They have throwing axes, but that's not... Okay, I guess they don't have... They just have the throwing axes. All right, good to know. I think Master Scourge has a short bow. He is the one who has the short bow. And Mr. Plugg has a crossbow bolt, so he can line up as well. We'll have the 3 women lined up with throwing axes. And here, Owlbear will be waiting for, I don't know, when the boat pulls up to the side of the ship. Okay, cool. Music could be a little bit louder. I downloaded some new songs 2 weeks ago, and so I'm still kind of trying to figure out how they work. So let's go ahead and put our crew over here. We've got 6 people, so I'm going to have them roll for initiative along with our dissidents. So here we go. Oh, let's delete all this. I'm glad I checked it first. So Mr. Plugg's rolling with a +3. The pirates get a +2, and Master Scourge gets a +7. Good for him. +2. Ah, nope, wrong one. I hit D20 instead of, there we go, +2. +2. +2. And +7. I want a different color die. I was surprised that I hadn't used the die in a while. I don't normally use them just because of it takes up a lot of bandwidth when I'm playing online with other people. But there's no reason not to change it up now. Except I don't know how to. Silly me. Should have done it before. Oh well, we'll keep it for now, I suppose. Maybe an advanced dice roller? No, I don't see anything. Okay, so that's our enemies. Now we need to roll for... Oh, an owlbear here. He'll get a -1. Oop, -1. Okay, so then we've got Haslin is +4 and Spear is +1. They don't quite know that they're being attacked just yet. They think that they're coming back. They're just glad to see that the ship is still there, all things considered. +2 for Contrabar, +4 for Rosie. And then we need Cog and Sandara. Ooh, lots of initiatives here. +1 for both of them. I like the sound of the rolling dice. It helps make me feel like we're actually, doing something. Okay. So let's go with the turn order. Contrabar is first. I doubt he's rowing. I would imagine that it's Cog, Spear, or Rosie that are rowing with their good strength scores. I also am not exactly sure how the boat works. Unfortunately, luckily though, for them, the throwing axes don't have much range. Oh, look at that. The pirates all have a feat called Death from Above. Whenever you charge an opponent from higher ground or from above while flying, they have to charge. Interesting. So if they were to jump off, they would gain a bonus to their attack. I say let's see. Would the pirates wait until the last minute to throw their axes down? Would Plugg and Scourge here want the element of surprise like that? Or are they going to start shooting from as far away as possible? For the short bow, that's a range of 60 feet. I think the crossbow for Mr. Plugg is a little bit farther than that, 80 feet. But the throwing axes, I would assume, are only 10 feet. So, I'm asking the question to the dice oracles. Do they wait until they're within throwing axe range to throw? And this will help color things as well. So we're checking we're using Motif Story Engine. for these dice oracles. If you're not familiar with it, it is a easy way to play a game by yourself to help have a GM be involved and add some sort of randomability to it. You want something that's immediately obvious and with logical consequences, and you want something that makes sense in the context. So I like the idea of them waiting till the last minute being like, oh yeah, come on board, and then like shooting them right as they're down below. Easy aim too. It's gonna make it a lot easier for them to hit. But I don't know if they're that smart. They might just want to start shooting right away from far away, because that'll help them get a couple more hits in at least. So we got a 3 and a 4. That does not make our question any easier. A 3 is maybe they do, and a 4 is good, notable, or average. It's a strong maybe. For the third die, instead of flavorability, we use hero cards. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull a hero card, and I think this might be our truly deciding factor. The Rabbit Prince, chaotic neutral dexterity. Yes. Absolutely. I think this most definitely means that they are going to wait until the last minute. For the Rabbit Prince is unpredictable. It is a quirky card. Hold on, I'm looking up. The Rabbit Prince is battle personified and nothing if not capricious. The Rabbit Prince, as his broken sword symbolizes, any combatant can fall in battle, no matter how brave or skilled. This card sometimes stands for younger members of royalty. No. So it represents the vagaries of hand-to-hand combat. Great. That definitely helps us settle it. I think he's a great card to have over here, kind of overlooking this combat. So let's put Spear and Rosie on the oars, and they're rowing, and maybe Haslin's in the prow of the ship. Ahoy! Ahoy! The little gnome. Thank you, Zen of Games. I hope you're well as well. I appreciate you watching from work. That's always nice. Nice to have. I'm just excited to be here at this kind of like this finale of this long adventure. I mean, I've been playing it for like 4 or 5 months now, since end of February, I want to say. March, April, May, June. Yeah, we're in July. That's about 4 months. So right as they get up to, they pull the boat up to the side of the ship here, which means I am going to actually move them like right here. And I'm going to put our pirate lasses there. Ahoy! Ahoy! The heroes. I hope the heroes win too. We'll see how this fight goes, though. We're back! We're back! Haslin says. And look, we got water, we got plunder, and look, we saved our friends as well. I think we've actually been quite successful. I'm gonna give, because we're in initiative here, I'm gonna give Conchabar a sense motive check. At the very least, it is his turn. So sense motive for Conchabar +9. That's pretty good. That's really good, actually. That's a dirty 20, and I'm gonna put it against Mr. Plugg's bluff, which is a 0. So Mr. Plugg needs a full natural 20 to beat this bluff. 10. So fine work indeed. Pull the there's something on my mic. Pull the boat right up alongside, and we'll help you up. I do not think that that would be terribly wise, but it's too late. As they pull the boat up, we are on the open ocean. Mr. Plugg pulls out his crossbow, and he's going to take aim at He's gonna take aim at Spear. I think that's definitely the guy he's going for. Spear's sitting at a 18 AC without his shield. No, that's with his shield. So he's sitting at a 17 AC. And he's flat-footed, so that's a 16. And actually, Master Scourge is going to use... no, Mr. Plugg. Master Scourge is the one with poison. Mr. Plugg is going to use his Screaming Bolt. It's a +2 bolt that screams when fired. So he lifts up the crossbow and shoots. Let's start off with the attack here. The jig is up. Getting jiggy with it. That is a 16. That hits Spear's flat-footed AC exactly. Oh, holy shit. So we're going to roll for... It's a +2 bolt. So it's going to do +2 damage as well. Wowee. Okay. And so that's going to do 1d8 plus 2 points of damage. For 6 points of damage, the bolt shoots as it screams. Mr. Plugg is a mythic enemy. Zenith Games, good question. He is a mythic enemy. The bolt screams as it scrapes past Spear's neck. And everyone down there is going to have to make a DC 14 will save or become shaken for 1 round. Shaken's not too bad, but it can be. So this is for Sandara. 8. Okay, fuck me. She's shaken. Let's put put that on there. Not only is she sick, but she's shaken. Shaken means she's going to get a -2 on anything with a D20 check. Well. Sandara, not a good start. -1 will save for Cog down here. I said always natural 20. Good for him. With a -1, that he needed that. +1. I guess this is I would say this is a fear. So I'll call this a +2 for Rosie, because she is a fighter. 13. What did I say the DC was? I don't know if it was 13. DC 14. Rosie's shaken. It makes sense. They are all flat-footed and quite frankly stunned by this turn of events. +3 here for Contrabar. 13. No, 8. That is not enough. Contrabar is going to be... since this is a fear set check, I'm going to do a +4 for Spear. 19. Spear is not shaken. He's definitely surprised, but he's not shaken, which is good for him. 14, thank you. And last but not least, we've got Haslin and Hawk down here. Haslin is shaken. Okay, -2 on this. And Hawk, the seagull, has a +5 on his will save. Good for you, Hawk. I mean, he's a very wise bird. The crew in the boat starts shouting. Shivaka here begins to heft her throwing axe. I think she knows that Spear and Haslin are the main targets here, and since Spear is probably the most armored, I think she's going to go for him as well. Throwing axe +4. +4. Versus his 16, that hits. 1d6 +1. 4 points of damage. It's a good thing Sandara was able to heal them all up last night because he needs it. So Shivika here throws the axe, and then she's going to, as a move action, pull out her dagger and ready that to throw it down. It does seem like will save might be a weakness for some of these party members. Not great. Here we've got Master Scourge. He has a short bow, but Master Scourge also has a gun that he picked up recently. He's not trained with it, with this Masterwork pistol, but the pistol does target. It is a touch attack, so armor does not matter with this gun. I wonder if he can put poison on a pistol. I don't see why not. Right? That's a question for Pathfinder. Pathfinder, poison a bullet? I think so. Yeah. Great. Makes sense to me. So he's got quite a bit of poison here. He's got 8 things of oil of Taggart that needs to be ingested. He's Dark Reaver powder that also needs to be ingested. So he does have Black Adder venom. And so I think he's especially prepared this pistol. The pistol now has a range increment of 20 feet. 5, 10, 15, 20. He might get a penalty on this. Maybe save maybe start with the short bow to deliver the poison. That makes more sense to me. Okay, he's using the short bow to deliver the poison, but he does have a loaded gun on him. 17, that hits. So not only does that hit, this is a sneak attack. If I had gone with the gun, that would not have hit. Oh, sneak attack! Oh, and it's a bleeding attack. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Alright, so let's do some damage. 2d6. Because it's so it's gonna do 6 points of damage to Spear. He is getting front loaded with all of this. And Spear's gonna go ahead and make a DC 11 Fortitude save from this Black Adder venom. Fortitude is probably his best save. So, yes, it is. So let's hope this works. +4. 13. Okay, the poison, he fights it off. That's good. That could have been really bad. Let me double check the Black Adder venom. Here, 1 save, so he's good. Okay. At that point, Master Scourge drops the short bow and pulls out the gun, ready to load it. Badger Meddler here. She's gonna keep going. I think Spear. They were specifically told to start with Spear, and everyone's just front loading it onto one person. So she's throwing her throwing axe. That's an 11 against his touch AC. It just bounces off his armor as he tries to shield himself from all of the blows that he is taking. Owlbear here, I think, will probably take a step back. He's probably more like, nope, that's not him. I'm not quite sure. I'll wait, because he doesn't have a ranged weapon or anything. And finally, we're to Rosie, who is like, hell no! What the fuck, you fucking fuckers! And she grabs a rope that's hanging off the side of the deck and begins to climb it. Excuse me. It's not a hard check, but it is going to take a few rounds for her to get up the side of the ship. So we'll put her, let's say 10 feet up, I think. 10 feet up, and I think the ship, it's not that tall. I don't know, it's got 3 floors, right? So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, let's say 30 feet. And with a climb check, you're moving, I think you're moving half of your speed. You're moving at 1/4 of your speed, actually. Well, shit. Well, shit. Okay. She, but she used her full round. So, yeah, 10 feet up makes sense. She's going to make 2 more. Oh, she's going to need to. They're all going to need to make 3 climb checks to get up the side of the ship before they can engage with their enemies. That's crazy. Sendara's here, though. Oh, she should have taken a -2 on that because she's shaken, but that would have been a 21, so she's still good. Instead of climbing up, Sendara's going to stay in the boat, and she begins praying. Mesmara, bless. Mesmara, bless. Send your sea creatures here to defend us from these mutinous wretches. And she starts casting Summon Monster 2. So hopefully that'll get off before anyone targets her. I think Slippery Sill here, though, might notice Sendara casting a spell and might change her target. Let's give her a DC 10 perception check. Not hard to notice, but she's only got a +1 on this. 6. She does not notice, so she's going to continue focusing on Spear with the throwing axe. They do have low ceilings, but like, is a ship being 30 feet high too much? Am I missing something? There is a part in part 1 where you do like a what is it? Boarding school. And so it does say how many times you need to DC 15 climb checks as they shimmy along the rope. That's when they're about 40 feet away. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think the module states height. I feel like 30 feet is not bad. We could bring it down to 20 feet. If I did 5, 10, 15, 20 feet up, because I'm actually only doing 5, 10, 15, 20, and like, because this part of the boat is actually underwater. 30 feet above waterline does seem high. Thank you, Zen of Games. Let's go with 20 feet. 2 checks for them to get up and over the side of the ship. I think that's fair. And the DC for the check is really easy because they can, they're holding on to these ropes and they're climbing with their feet on the side of the ship. So we're looking at a DC 5 climb check. Yeah, so she's 10 feet up. Slippery Sill here, however, is going to roll. I think I just rolled this +4 check to hit. Damn it. To hit Spear, and it struck. So he's going to take another 1d6 +1 damage. Another 3 points of damage. Oof. He's taking a shit ton of damage here. 20 feet. I love it. Thank you, Zen of Games. My viewers are always looking out for the heroes here. I always try and make it harder for them. The viewers are like, nah, Krafu. You should make it easier for them. We've got Haslin here, who is shaken. I think Haslin is like, hey, oi, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you attacking us? But it doesn't take a genius to figure out exactly why they're attacking. So I think he's got a crossbow, masterwork crossbow. He's also got some masterwork darts. What about spells? Spells. He might want to cast Mage Armor and boost his AC. So I think, yeah, boarding boats is hard AF. So he moves his hands around him, and a gnomish says, Protecto! And casts Mage Armor around himself. And then I think might start climbing as well. +5 climb check for the gnome. -2. is a 13. Luckily, all he needs is a 5, and so he moves 5 feet up the side of the ship because he already used the standard action. All right, Spear. All right. Plug, Scourge. I should have known you would try such underhandedness. And I think Spear is going to cure himself. This is too much. This is too much, even for him. So give him a night's rest, and he's going to cast Cure Light Wounds on himself. We're looking at 1d8 plus 3 hit points. Oh, natural 1. 4 hit points. And he is going to start climbing up behind as well. He gets a plus 10 on this check. So I'm going to move him into the same spot as Rosie. I don't even need to roll because there's no way he can fail this check. Oh my gosh, a wizard in this as a pirate. All the physical stuff. I'm sure that was tough AF. Oh, yo ho ho. But you know, these fuckers have had it coming. They've been hazing and trolling our party for quite some time. And Cog is going to do the same. He moves over here. He's going to grab a rope and begin climbing up. He gets a plus 8 climb check. He's easily able to start climbing, and he's 10 feet up the side of the ship. Conchabar, on the other hand, he's not the best climber. He's got a plus 5. So again, that's an automatic success with a plus 1. Fog Cloud would be nice if we had it. I don't think anyone knows that spell. Conchabar, what spells do you know? He's got Confusion and Hideous Laughter. I think that is going to do it for us. He sees... so let's go to Conchabar. Huh? Hey, Mr. Plugg. Here's a joke. You're a stupid head. And Mr. Plugg's gonna have to go ahead and make a will save. He gets a plus 2. We're looking at a DC 14. That's a 12. That would normally fail, but Mr. Plugg is mythic. And so we are going to use one of his mythic powers to do a surge. So we're going to add 1d6 to this. 5. Mr. Plugg passes. And as he... let's see. Where's Mr. Plugg? Your jokes are shitty, Conchabar, as is your shitty little pirate outfit. But still, I might spare you if you pledge your loyalty now. Then as he surges, the rest of his comrades here all gain a bonus to their next attacks, because Mr. Plugg is he has the Inspiring Surge mythic ability, so they get plus 1 on their next attack and damage roll. Good for him. Damn. Conchabar is like, ugh. And he will try to start climbing. He's got a -2, remember, he's shaken. A 5. He is barely able to start climbing the side of the ship. God, Fog Cloud would be really nice. We're back to top of the round. All of our pirates here have thrown their hand axes and they've moved to daggers, inspired by Mr. Plugg's, leadership, his courageous leadership. They're going to throw their daggers now. It's harder for them to hit Spear because Rosie is in the way, so I think they're going to target her, especially because she's the highest up. So let's go to the dagger attacks. We're doing ranged attacks. They're getting +4s on these. +5 because of the Inspiring Surge. But at least our heroes are no longer flat-footed. That's a 9. Shivika's dagger misses Rosie and sinks into the water below. She's going to, I think, take a step back pull out her cutlass and prepare for their arrival. We've got Master Scourge, who already pulled out his gun. The gun has 20 feet of range, I think, which puts Conchabar. Let's say he's 15 feet down and 15 feet away. So first I think he's going to have to move 5, 10, and he lowers the gun and he's going to shoot it at Conchabar. Oh shit, Conchabar, no! Try telling jokes now. He gets a +3 on this, but it's targeting touch AC. A 7 is still not going to do it. There's a blam because Conchabar's touch AC is 14. Hold on. Conchabar no longer has mage armor on. It's still a 14. Damn. Okay, sweet. There's a blam as the pistol rings out, and Mr. Plugg's like, ah, shit. Master Scourge is like, ah, shit. Well, I'll get the next one. Don't you worry. Let's go to Badger Meddler. She's got her dagger, and she's going for Rosie as well. +4. Natural 1. The dagger sinks into the water and misses. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Owlbear here. I think he... and then we're going to have Badger take a step back. They're, they don't have great hit points, but I think Owlbear is going to move up and ready his club. The first person that comes up to the side of the railing, he's going to clobber them. I will smash anyone who comes up here, the Shawanti man says. But Rosie doesn't care. She is courageous. And with her excellent climb check, she's got a +9. She makes it to the top of the railing. So she's a good 20 feet up now. And as soon as she gets there, god damn it, Owlbear here will take a swing with his club. He is wielding it in 2 hands. Is he doing power attack? I feel like he doesn't have power attack. Okay, great. +5. Rosie. That's an 18. That's definitely going to hit Rosie's AC. Let's see. Hold on a sec. Spear, I forgot to mention, Spear and Rosie both healed a little bit. So Spear's, I think his hit points, his hit point total went up. Because he healed some constitution. So he's at 37, 5, 6, 7. He'll get 3 hit points back, which will be pretty handy. 20, 21, 22. Okay, cool. 18 still, that's going to hit Rosie. So he's doing 1d6 plus 4 points of damage. Ooh, 8 points of damage as Rosie clambers up to the top. And I think that's... is she over? She's going to have to spend her move action next turn, I think, to get over the side. I feel like that makes sense. Okay. Okay. So now Sandara is summoning a... Ooh, I should have looked this up. Summon Monster 2. I usually go with a water elemental for her when I do this. A small water elemental? A hyena is not bad. The water elemental makes sense to me. Just because of Besmara's, the ocean. The ocean. So let me get those water stats. And let me get a water elemental up in this gig. A water elemental appears... It's a smallie. It has AC 17, hit points 13. 13 out of 13. It's going to be here for 3 rounds. And it has a speed of 20 feet. Okay, sweet. It is going to... Where is she summoning it? I think she would know well enough to take out the pirates. So it's going to be summoned here, and it's going to attack this pirate here, who I think is Slippery Sill, who's next. Okay, great. So it's going to, as this water elemental appears, it immediately, in the form of a watery shark, it slams into Slippery Sill. Natural 1. Well, shit. Fuck. That's fine, Sandara. I will go ahead and start summoning another one. I feel like... Oh, no. I only have... Damn it. I only have a prepared. I really need to readjust the spells she prepares. Right now I'm going... I didn't change them from what she had done before, so... I think instead... Oh, she has Obscuring Mist. Thank you, Zen of Games. Good idea. So she's going to get a Obscuring Mist, filling this whole area, giving our peeps some cover. Let's draw a shape. Obscuring Mist, that is a pretty wide range. Verbal and somatic, so... Esmara, please... protect us as we board the ship we once called home. And it's going to give a 20-foot radius from her. Okay, and it's 20 feet high. Perfect. So 5, 10, 15, 20. It's going to actually... let's say it'll cover up this whole area. 5, 10, 15, 20. 5, 10, 15. Because it's only 20 feet high, and they have to climb 20 feet. It's not necessarily... Well, let's say it goes over a little bit. Yeah, because it goes underneath. 5, 10, 15, 20. There we go. So this whole area is Obscuring Mist now. Way to go. With that, she's going to 5-foot step here, and it doesn't matter that I know that there probably aren't ropes all along the ship, but whatever. 13. That's enough for her to at least climb up 5 feet. Gods be damned! What the hell is this? Slippery Sill says, and she's peering down into the fog below. That damn witch did this! And she's gonna try and target Sandara here with the dagger. It's gonna give her concealment. 17, that'll hit for a 21, but if I get a 20 or lower on the concealment check, 67, that hits. Unfortunato. So that's gonna be 1d4, I think, plus 1 damage. Double checking. Yes. For 3 points of damage. Yeah, and then she draws her cutlass and turns to try and deal with the water elemental that's appeared behind her. Haslin here. Haslin's going to keep climbing. I'm Haslin, and I'm climbing. So he goes up another 10 feet. With his plus 5, he's automatically going to pass that. He's 15 feet up the side of the ship. And the same with Spear here. He's going to keep climbing. He's 15 feet up the side of the ship. Now, they might be able to hop over as a part of their full move action, but it's pretty crowded up here. They would need to acrobatics to get through the people that are trying to push them off. Cog, however, is able to climb up the rest of the way, and so now he's up here at the top, and he's ready to move right in as soon as his next turn comes around. Conchabar, I think he might have a plus 5? We probably should start doing a bardic performance. Yeah, he does have a plus 5, so he's going to go 15 feet up. Ooh, that Obscuring Mist was a damn good idea, Zen of Games. Really, really excellent. Excellent. we're back to Mr. Plugg. I feel like I skipped him. I definitely skipped him before. Hey. Why did I skip him? He reloads his crossbow. Mr. Plugg. I'm Mr. Plugg. He's going to reload his crossbow bolt. And I'm going to give him 2 shots since I missed him. So he's going to get 1 off at Rosie before the fog came in. Plus 8 on this. Natural 20. Holy shit, what am I doing? 19. He fucking critted on Rosie. Oh my god. For 9 points of damage. That could have been worse. I mean, she only had 11. She only had 11 hit points. Well, shit. I bet you did, Zen of Games. And now he reloads the crossbow, but he's in the fog. Ah, damn it, that witch! And so he moves his attention to Sandara. This 20% concealment. 15, that hits her. She's wearing... She put on some leather armor. So her AC is now sitting at a 13, but that's enough to potentially hit her. Roll concealment. 65. See, my problem is concealment never works. This 20%, it's not... It could be better. Oh, creatures farther away have a total of 50% mischance. But creatures 5 feet away. Well, either way, I rolled a 65. That still hits. Damn it. Damn it! Shivaka here. She's going to take a 5-foot step, flanking the elemental. Little does she know, flanking doesn't really bother elementals. And with her cutlass, is going to swipe at it. So just a +3. Natural 20. Oh my goodness. Does not confirm. The water elemental has no proper... Oh, this was a mistake. The water elemental is touching ground. Takes a -4 penalty on attack and damage rolls. Come on, Sandara, think! Ah, she's silly. I mean, one could imagine that there's water filling the space now. But either way, the cutlass hits. If the dice are against you, what can you do? Be gone, foul creature from the sea. And she's going to do 1d6 plus 1 points of damage to the water elemental. 5 points of damage. Okay. We go to Master Scourge, who... Well. He's going to reload the pistol, which will take move action. I don't think it takes anything longer than that. He's going to reload the pistol, and he's got several people that are within, very nice, within range as well. I think Sandara is right below him, so he's going to go ahead and shoot. This is against her touch AC. That hits. Okay, 50% miss chance. And that's a miss! Obscuring miss for the win! He shoots. Ah, damn it! This cursed mist! Shit. I think he's gonna take a 5-foot step back. Yeah, that makes sense to me. We got Badger here. She took a 5-foot step back. She draws her cutlass, and she's going to attack the water elemental as well. +4 on this? I think I would remember, but I am handling, I don't know, a dozen different people. She swipes at the elemental, but it has a 17 AC. Oh, and I should have rolled concealment before that 20% mischance. For Shivaka, that still hit. But she swipes, and the water seems to move around the blade as she tries to hit it. Owlbear here. You are not getting back on the ship! And he's going to try and hit Rosie with his club once more. 21, that potentially hits, and she's only got a 20% mischance on this. 86. Oh, shit. This might take her down. Damn, Rosie. She was about to get on top of the ship. 1d6 plus 4. She doesn't even have... She has like 2 hit points left. For 6 points of damage. Okay. Oh... As he... Oh my god. He smacks Rosie atop the head. And like she goes unconscious and she falls. Firstly, she's gonna fall on Spear. Oh my god. Let's check the falling rules real quick. Maybe he can catch her. Maybe he will... I don't know. Soften the fall. Per 10 feet falling. So she's falling 20 feet. So that's extra 2d6 points of damage. This could kill her. Oh my god. Objects that fall upon characters. I'm gonna give... I don't want her to die. I do not want her to die. I'm gonna give Spear a chance to catch her. So he's gonna make a reflex save. We're looking at he gets a +2 on this reflex save. I'm gonna put the... Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. It's a DC 15 acrobatics check to like fall purposefully. So I feel like maybe we make this... I don't know what to do. We're gonna put this at a... I mean, he's right behind her. So I'm gonna make this a DC 12 reflex save. He only gets a +2 on this. Oh my god, 12 on the die. As she falls, he catches her by the back of her shirt. Or not her scarf, because then she might be like hanged on it. But the shirt, at least, the back of her armor. And so Spear is literally just holding on to the rope and holding on to Rosie as well, who's now dying. It is her turn. She's at -4. She has a while to go. She is sitting at a... She has some Constitution score damage. So normally she's at a 10. She's at an 8 Constitution. So she gets... So at -8, she dies. She's at -4 right now. Oh my god, how sad would it be if she died here? So she needs to make a 1d20 -1 Constitution check and DC 14. 3. That's another point of damage. Holy shit. 6, 7, 8. She has 3 rounds left before... I mean, and he can't heal her. He's literally holding on with the other hand. We go to Sandara. Water Elemental's on its second turn. I'm gonna say... No, I fucked up by picking a Water Elemental. I fucked up. The -4 on these attacks are killer, because it only gets a +3 on it anyway. A part of me wants to say, like, when it gets hit, it like puts water on the ground, but not enough for all of its opponents to be touching the water as well. So it's gonna get a -4, which puts it at a +1 for its slam attack. +1 against, I think, Slippery Sill down here. 17. That hits. 1d6 +3 damage. This could take her out. 5 points of damage. It's not enough to take her down, but she is staggered, which is going to remove some of her capabilities. And now there is water underneath her feet. Sandara herself is going to continue climbing. Sandara does not have a good climb. She only has a +3, so she needs to make a climb check or she can't move. Natural 20. She goes up 15 feet. Good for her. And we go to Slippery Sill. Luckily, this water elemental at the very least is giving us some it's drawing attention. 19, that's gonna hit. For 7 points of damage. The water elemental is not down just yet. And we go to Haslin. Haslin moves his full speed and is able to climb up and over the side of the ship. So as a part of his first move action, he goes up 5 feet. As a part of his second, he's going to move here. And he's going to try and tumble out of the way. This is going to be tough for him, but he is a roguish little gnome. Right, I'm a roguish little gnome, and I've got a +8 on my acrobatics, so I say that should probably be enough for me to move through these spaces unhindered. 20, so that's going to go against Owlbear's CMD. 14, great. So he's only moving at half his speed. 5, 10. Oh, I guess that's it. Damn, I guess that's it. He's got a 20-foot move speed. So yeah, he's able to move there, and he draws his daggers and kind of turns and readies. At the same time, I think Hawk here is going to fly around and come over here to attack this pirate. Hawk, 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 hawk. With your talons, +2. Natural 1. Not great, but oh well. And we've got Spear here. Okay. Spear has a problem. He's 15 feet up. He's holding onto the rope with one hand, and he's holding Rosie with the other. He can't continue to climb up the side of the ship without dropping her. He's going to have to drop. He's going to have to slide down the rope and drop himself. Shit. Fuck, because he can't even climb down the rope. He's going to have to drop into the boat below. That's a 15-foot drop. We're looking at a DC... luckily, we just had the falling rules open. So DC 15 for him to fall, to jump deliberately, will allow him to avoid any damage from the first 10 feet fallen and converts any damage from the second 10 feet to non-lethal damage. He's moving 15 feet, so we round down. So even if he fails the check, he'll only take non-lethal damage. It's still damage in this case, because we are in combat. 1d20 -1, because his armor is bad. 7. He drops down. So the two of them drop back down into the boat. He takes 1d6 points of non-lethal damage. 5. So he takes 5 points of damage here. I'm going to mark him so that we know that's non-lethal. That he's taken some non-lethal damage so that when he goes under, he will go unconscious rather than dying. But even that doesn't matter because he stabilizes automatically. So yeah, he moves Rosie over a little bit, and he's gonna stand over her and cast Cure Light Wounds. Vesmara, no, do not let my friend die here from these foul creatures. Yeah, he'll cast Cure Light Wounds. It might not be enough to bring her back up, but 5 points of damage is enough for her to... 6 points is enough for her to come back up to 1 HP. He's looking over her, and she's like, what? The fog? Spear? You're safe. Stay down here, all right? I've got to get back up. I would say jumping is probably a free action, so he's definitely going to be able to start climbing up another 5 feet at this point. Now we've got Cog, haha, who jumps over the side of the ship. He is fucking ready to go. Cog is going to, let's see, he's not two-weapon fighting, is he? He is an underhanded type of ranger, which gives him improved unarmed strike. We could technically go dual wielding. He would go from a +5 with the cutlass to a +1 and a -3 on the dagger. But he can only draw one weapon as he moves. Let's see. 5-foot step, free action to move. He pulls the cutlass as he does that. And then he would have to spend a move action to draw the dagger, which means he can't do a full round action. So he stays with the cutlass. He's going to wield it in two hands, and is going to bring it down on top of Owlbear here. He's rolling a +5 on this. Natural 1. Whiff. The fucking shit, Cog says. The first time I get to attack in this whole damned campaign, and natural 1. He's got a little bit of that Pharasma meta knowledge there. Contrabar here, he's got, he can move, he's got, he can get over the side of the ship. So he's gonna move here. Yeah, so move action up, 5-foot step. Well, you can't technically take a 5-foot step if you take a move action. So he gets there. He is going to draw his sword cane, and that's all he's got, unfortunately. All right. Mr. Plugg. That's not good. He is in a... Contrabar's in a bad spot right there. The dude's not wearing any fucking armor. We need to get him some armor. As Contrabar clatters over the side of the ship, I think this might be a good time to change up the music. That's not right. Let's go here. No, this one. Sorry. Yeah. As Contrabar clatters over the side of the ship, Mr. Plugg drops his crossbow and is going to wield his Tidewater cutlass in both hands. Let's go to Mr. Plugg. Ah, Contrabar. Not who I wanted to face, but it'll do. And he brings the cutlass down on top of him. Natural 5 for a 15. Unfortunately, Contrabar's AC is 14. No. Contrabar's AC is a 15 because he leveled up and I took the dodge feat. Unfortunately, 15 hits on the die, but he's got 20% concealment mischance here. Let's see. A 1. As he brings it down, Contrabar says, ha! Too slow, stupid men. And avoids the attack. Very nice. We go to Shivaka here, who is busy with the water elemental. +2 on this. 15 is still a miss. And then we got Master Scourge, who he sees Contrabar climb up over as well. I don't think he quite drops the gun, because he's way too attached to it. But I think he will pull out the Masterwork hand axe. Yeah, that makes sense. So he's got the pistol in one hand and the hand axe in the other. Let's see. Oh, but it's in his second hand. That's still a -1? I don't think so. I think it's a +7. Most characters are pretty much ambidextrous. So he's going to roll a +7 against Contrabar. 16, that'll hit. 1d6 +2. for 4 points of damage. Contrabar, he brings it down. Stupid gnome! Ah! Oh, yeah! Contrabar cries out. We're almost there. Most of our crew's on board now. We just gotta get through this. Badger here. I think she turns and she sees Haslin. Your stories always sucked, Haslin. And she's gonna try and strike with Cutlass. For a 19, that'll hit, unless concealment. Concealment? 14, it's a miss. I'm not keeping track of how long the mist is lasting. It is taking 3 minutes, which is quite a bit. Owlbear, he saw that he was being, he felt that he was being attacked from behind. So he turns and he swings the club at frickin' Cog here. I think that's a miss. 14? Cog, 12 AC? Are you serious? No, Cog's got a 15 AC now that he's got his armor back. Perfect. 15 does not... Cog is just barely able to parry, like he brings up his wrist and blocks the blow with a leather bracer. Rosie's down below. She doesn't have much on her except for a potion of invisibility. She drinks it. And she goes invisible. Good for her, Rosie. She pulls it out as a move action, drinks it as a standard action. So she's invisible. Very nice. Nice. All right, Sandara. What are you gonna do, girl? She's able to move action, climb up, and then she gets a second move action. She's got to be careful. Plug and... No. Before climbing up, she fixes her gaze on Mr. Plugg. And she looks at him and in a strange voice, she says, "Flee, fool!" As she casts command on him. Mr. Plugg has a +2 will save. This is only a DC 13. Yes, he fails! Oh! So on his next turn, he has to spend the whole round running as far away as possible. He turns and looks down at her from over like through the fog and is like, sweet. Slippery Sill here. She's going to continue attacking. Oh, but that means the elemental. I think this is the last turn for the elemental, so it's going to try and attack Slippery Sill. They've got water underneath both of it now, so a 19 will hit. And as it disappears, it's going to take her down. Where's my water stats? My water stats. 1d6 plus 3. 5 points of damage. It plops out of existence as she falls unconscious on the ground. We'll leave her in initiative because she might die if no one tends to her wounds soon enough. She is dying. Okay. Haslin's going to take a 5-foot step here, and he's going to coordinate this 5-foot step with... No, he's going to stay there as Hawk here moves into a position to allow him to flank and get the sneak attack off. Familiar business! All right, take this, you nasty. And he's gonna roll +7 on this. That's a 16. That'll hit. Let's double check for concealment. Oh, that hits. Perfect. Okay, Haslin. We're going to do some massive damage here. Rogues for the fucking win. 1d3 +3 +2d6. For 11 points of damage, that sends... who is this? Shiviksa? No, that's Badger. Down into negative hit points. Then Hawk here is going to... So he still has a move action left, technically. I think he'll move action here. And we'll use a... that's a free 5-foot step. And we'll use one of his mythic powers to do a surprise strike. Catch this woman flat-footed as well. +1 for the surprise strike. 17, that's going to hit. So he's going to, again, do 1d3 +3 +2d6 points of damage. 8 points of damage. She's not down as he literally stabs Badger in the chest, bringing her down, and brings his dagger to slash across Shivika's belly, moving into place. At the same time, Hawk here took a 5-foot step, so he'll turn and full round 2 talon attacks against Shivika. Oh, these two. 5 on the first one. 15 on the first one, 5 on the second. So that 15... Oh, I forgot to roll concealment for... Damn it. That's for Haslin. Okay, that hits. And for Hawk, come on. That misses. Hawk's talons miss in the mist. Oh, shit. Okay, Spear continues climbing. He's another 15 feet up. Damn it. All right, Cog. He is able to... Should I bother? Making full round attacks? He pulls the dagger, but that's still a move action. So no, we're sticking with the cutlass then. Yeah, we're sticking with the cutlass as he's trading blows with Owlbear here. 19, that might hit. Concealment. 96, that hits. Finally, first blood. He's going to do 1d6 +4 damage. Nine points of damage. Let's move you to the front. As he slashes down Owlbear's chest. Blood seeping from the wound. Well. Ha! Owlbear, I thought you were supposed to be the best fighter aboard this leaky vessel. Contrabar is going to begin singing. But as a standard action, he begins his bardic performance. And he starts... like operatically singing. I want to get away from this spot. So I think I might roll an acrobatics check to try and tumble through these threatened areas. I'm worried. I'm worried if he stays there, what will happen. 19. So we've got Plug, who's CMB. CMD is a 20. That's not enough to avoid Mr. Plugg's. And Master Scourge? That is enough to avoid Master Scourge. So he's going to move here. And, oh shit, Mr. Plugg's going to swipe at him with the Tidewater Cutlass. 11, natural 1, that misses! He's only moving half his speed, so he is going to go 5, 10 as he's like moving this way, singing his song. However, it is Mr. Plugg's turn next. Ah, shit. I'm getting nervous. This fight is harder than I thought it would be. I don't know. Mr. Plugg, he sees the gnome running away. Run, you stupid gnome. Sing your stupid song and run away. And I think he turns and he sees Sandara climbing up through the mist. And so instead, he's going to use the Tidewater Cutlass to hydraulic push her and potentially knock her off of the rope. Oof. Oof, 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 oof. Okay. He holds the cutlass in front of him. Hydraulic push. We're going to make a bull rush. It's the caster level plus intelligence, wisdom, or charisma modifier, whatever is highest. Caster level 3 for the Tidewater Cutlass. And adding his intelligence. So he's going to make a +4 CMB on this. It's not great, but it is something. Natural 1. He aims the cutlass and the water shoots out of it and at Sandara, but it just goes straight over her in an arc, almost as if Besmara won't allow her to be touched. Ah, shit! And he's going to take a 5-foot step this way. The fog is starting to piss him off. Okay, Shivaka's dying. No, she's not dying yet, but she is low on health. So she takes a 5-foot step here, and she's going to flee. So another 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. As she escapes the battle. So we're going to delete her now out of the initiative. Ah, dang. That's Shivaka. Now we go to Master Scourge, who I think he is probably going to focus his attention on Cog, especially because he's singing. He is kind of an easy target. He's got that Masterwork hand axe, so he wheels around, and he's going to go ahead and shoot. The hand axe is a light weapon, so it cannot be wielded with both hands. Not shoot, but he hasn't been able to reload the pistol either, so he strikes. That is a 12. That is a miss. He hits empty air as Cog dodges the attack. Maybe he hits the mast here that's right next to them. We go to Badger, who is most definitely dying. I promise this matters. For the pirates may be recruitable after this, but you cannot recruit them if they're dead. So she's going to need to make a DC flat 20, DC 14 check to stabilize here. She stabilizes. Good for her. She's out of the combat, but still alive. Okay, Owlbear here. He's only got 4 hit points left. Ooh, he can't move very far. He's going to take a 5-foot step here. I think what he's going to do is he's going to try and grapple Cog to potentially push him off the side of the ship. So he's getting a +5 on this grapple check. $23. That's going to work. He grabs Cog, and the two of them begin grappling right up against the side, the rails of the ship. Oh, shit. He could throw Cog over. Cog has full hit points, so he's not in the worst condition if he gets pushed over, but still not great. Okay, we go to Rosie. Rosie begins climbing up invisibly. So she's 10 feet up with her 1 HP. Then we go to Sandara. She clambers up over the... Oh, no, she needs to make a climb check. She only has a +3 on this. $10. All right. So Sandara clambers up over the side of the ship. Move action. She's over the side of the ship. she draws her cutlass, her masterwork rapier, excuse me, and gets ready to kind of like face off against these folks. We go to Slippery Sill, who is making a DC 15 flat 20 check to stabilize. That's a natural 1. She fails. At 11, no, I think they have 11 Constitution, right? At 11, she will die. So we'll keep her in initiative for now. Haslin here. Right, well, he sees Cog getting grappled. So he's going to take a 5-foot step here and strike with the dagger against a now even easier to strike owlbear. 25, that definitely hits. 1d3 plus 3 plus 2d6 for the sneak attack. 14 points of damage. Holy shit. Does that kill owlbear outright? No, he's got 14. He sinks the dagger into his back and then looks around, trying to see what else he can do. Hawk here, I think, will... probably move here and go for full round 2 strikes. He's flanking now with Sandara. So Talon attacks 13 and 10. Unfortunately, both of those are misses. And we go to Spear, who's finally over the side of the ship. That's it. That's all he's got. So he's going to go ahead and draw his long spear. Maybe Spear should pull out his shield. He'll draw his short spear and be able to pull out his shield in a second. Okay, Cog, he now free of the owlbear, nods at Spear. Glad to see you could finally join us. And he's going to go 5, 10, move up here, and strike out with his cutlass against Master Scourge. 10, unfortunately, that's still a miss. I guess Haslin needed to roll a concealment. Fuck, owlbear could still be up. Nope, that hit. Thank God. Don't want to deal with that. And technically, I forgot that frickin' Contrabar here was performing. So that's an extra -1 for him, for owlbear. Great. Contrabar's performing, but he's not feeling great. 5-foot step back, and let's go to his spells. He's going to maintain the bardic performance, as he does like this operatic sort of thing. And he's already tried Hideous Laughter. That didn't work. I say we go with another Hideous Laughter as he points at Master Scourge and moves the magic through his song. So Master Scourge will make a DC 13 will save. DC 14 and fails. And he falls prone to the ground, laughing. Nice. That is clutch, Contrabar. Good job. Mr. Plugg sees him. Scourge, what are you doing? Get your ass back up. Fuck, all of his people are down. So he's going to take a 5-foot step forward and with the Tidewater Cutlass attack Sandara. 22, that potentially hits. 20% miss chance. That hits for 1d6 plus 7 damage. 11 as he brings the cutlass slashing down upon her. Where's your goddess now? Yeah, and he does that. Scourge, meanwhile, is still laughing, so he's going to make another will save. Huh? And he passes. He is no longer laughing. He spends his move action standing up. And... You stupid gnome! He's going to go ahead and take a 5-foot step. Oh, he took a move action. Damn it. So I think he whirls around. Sandara, she's going to get the brunt of his... Oh shit, Sandara's down. Fuck me. This is... Like, Plugg and Scourge haven't taken any damage yet. Not good. Not good. Master Scourge is going to strike with his Masterwork Hand Axe. +7. He's not flanking. He could be, but he isn't, thank God. Still, that's 1d6 plus 2 points of damage. This might take her down. Oh, Sandara's down. Fuck me. -2. She's dying. Ha ha ha. Now for the... Oh, no. Concealment. Come on, concealment. 20% mischance. 23, that just barely hits. Ha! Your priestess is down. Owlbear is dying. Oh, God. He gets a +1 on this check. He needs... Shit, he's at -11. You kidding me? If he fails this, he's dead. He needs a 21. He's dead. There's no way that he can pass this. He has a 14 con. But he still needs a 21. On a natural 20, which that was not a natural 10 and 20, he would stabilize, but that's another point down. Fuck Owlbear. And Rosie now is at the top. Oh no, still a 1 hit point. It was on the wrong thing. She's finally back up top. 1 hit point, invisible. Sandara, however, is not doing too great. She needs to get a DC 12 on this. +1. +0. Okay, she's dying. Another hit point down. Oh, Slippery Sill here is also dying. 19. That's enough for her to stabilize and be removed from the initiative. All right, Haslin, you've got to fucking do your shit. He scampers alongside here. Hawk's gonna move here for the flank with Cog. And Haslin comes up along the side here. And he's going to strike out with his dagger. Natural 2, that's not going to hit, but he is going to use a mythic power for a surprise strike so that he can, if this hits, get a flanking, some sneak attack off. That potentially hits! Natural 19, concealment. 13, that is still here. Rosie does not have a healing potion, unfortunately. No. Sandara might have a healing potion. Sandara does not have a healing potion. I think we used her potion of cure moderate wounds before. No, we used a scroll. Sandara definitely has the potion of cure moderate wounds. Okay, so she could, and she knows this. We talked about this. Here's the question. Do spell effects disappear when people go unconscious? If a magic user has cast a spell with a time duration then falls unconscious, does the spell effect continue? Or what? Let's change the song. Yeah, it continues. I thought so. Okay, we're changing the song. So unfortunately that is a miss. The fog causes that to be a miss. I don't know how many rounds it's been. The fog, it feels like it's been there unnaturally long. It would help to dismiss it if Sandara was awake. Ugh! Pathfinder is so swingy. I feel like The Rabbit Prince is truly playing here the vagaries of hand-to-hand combat. Unfortunately, no. It's Obscuring Mist does not require a concentration check. But Spear's up here now, and I think he drew his short spear, and as he moves forward here, he draws his shield. So his AC is sitting up at an 18. He is going to make a attack against Mister Plugg. He can't hit. Master Scourge. He cannot hit Mister Plugg from where he's at. But he has a better AC now, and he's rolling a +7 to attack. 19. Master Scourge only has 15. That could potentially hit. Right, F you, Rabbit Prince. You're fucking making this. Okay, that hits. Power attack was not on. Technically, that should have only been a +6, but that still hits. For 1d6 +3 damage. 6 points of damage. No, +1. I keep forgetting about the Bardic Performance. So that's going to do 7 points of damage. And finally, we've drawn first blood on Plugg or Scourge. It's just Scourge. But since we're here already, I'm going to go ahead. Oh, wait. Interesting. I'm going to go ahead and do a mythic, use one of my mythic powers to do a surprise strike against, let's turn that down just a little bit. Surprise strike against Master Scourge and get a second full attack off on him. +1 for the Bardic Performance. 18. Luckily, that hits. 1d6 plus 3 + 1 for another 9 points of damage as Spear runs up and just 2 jabs straight into Scourge's stomach. You damn fucker! Master Scourge responds. Cog laughs. Way to go, Spear! And I think is going to... Well, he's got the flank, so he might as well stay where he's at. I mean, he could take a 5-foot step, I suppose. Oh gosh, I gotta go to the bathroom. We got only 20 minutes left in the stream. Damn it, Cog. What do we want to do with you? Let's hold on. He's no longer grappled. So he's getting a +5 with the Cutlass. +5. Let's stick with it. 23. Oh my gosh, I forgot to roll the concealment checks. That's for Spears. 55. And 37. Those both hit. And this is for Cog against Scourge. 78 hits. Okay, perfect. 1d6 plus 4. 8 points of damage. Yes, we're doing it. We are fucking doing it, everyone. Oh my god. Okay, Contrabar continues his Bardic Performance. Oh, excuse me. That should be another point of damage because of Bardic Performance. Good job, Contrabar. God, I love bards. I really do. There's that Bardic Performance, that Inspire Courage is so freaking clutch. Let's see. Can he move in for a heal? Technically, he might be able to, but that feels risky. And Contrabar does not take needless risks. He's going to continue casting spells. I think Hideous Laughter is our best bet here. Confusion Lesser, no. Cause Fear, that just lasts for 1 round. It would make them shaken. He continues shaking, singing. Frightened might not be a bad status effect to put on, and it would last for 1d4 rounds. More cinematic, way more cinematic to fight and miss. Let's stick with Hideous Laughter as he continues. He's going to point it at Mr. Plugg this time. who has a +2 will save, DC 14. He passes, easy. He's gonna move 5, 10, 15, 20. He's gonna step into the mist right there. Mr. Plugg is gonna step over Sandara's body. And he says, I've been waiting for this. As he's gonna go ahead and bring his Tidewater cutlass down on. He has 2-weapon fighting. He, as a part of this 5-foot step, draws the Masterwork Kata Ninetails, and he's going to do 2 attacks. One with the Cutlass and one with the Ninetails. So, Cutlass, Ninetails. 15. Spear is easily able to block both attacks. He keeps the shield up and Plugg has a surge he could use to overcome that. We're going to use the surge on the Cutlass. 1d6. 1. It is still not enough. Good. Okay. Master Scourge here is outnumbered and wounded. He doesn't like this. Let me check my notes. How does Master Scourge... Does he ever think about retreating? I don't know. Let's double check. If reduced to 10 hit points or fewer, Scourge flees and tries to make good his escape. A man who bears a grudge, Scourge is certain to try to slip Dark Reaver powder. Okay. I mean, he might go for the boat. Yeah, I think that makes sense. He takes... there's a bird. A 5-foot step this way. And Master Scourge dives into the water. Oh my god. That might hurt. Yeah, flee but never surrender is exactly true. Falling into water. Okay, he falls into the water. He needs to make a swim check. Master Scourge. He's not a good swimmer. But that is enough for him to make it to the boat and climbs in. Holy shit, Master Scourge. That did provoke an attack of opportunity from Hawk here with his talons. Potentially hits. It's only going to be like... Yeah, that did hit. Hawk only does like 1d3. He only does 1d2 points of damage. Did I roll it? Yeah, he did 1 slashing damage. What about Scourge? He is... no, Plugg. He is alone now. What is he going to do? Mr. Plugg. Let's check our notes. Fights bravely, but if reduced to fewer than 25 hit points, he backs away. If reduced to 12 hit points or fewer, he attempts to flee, hoping to fight another day. He has no loyalty. So he sees Scourge running. Scourge! You imbecile! And I think he's going to jump as well. So he jumps. That's going to provoke from Spear. Potentially hits. Misses. Plugg needs to make a swim check. He's got a +7. He succeeds. Well, oh no, I don't think we're looking for a 10, actually. 1d20 +7. He succeeds, and he makes it into the boat. And the two of them begin rowing away. Scourge starts rowing, and Plugg turns back at them. You'll pay for this, Spear. You'll pay for this with your blood. As they begin rowing away. Okay. Holy shit. Okay, I gotta go to the bathroom really bad. I will be right back. So, we are back. Master Scourge and Mr. Plugg have escaped. Even if we were to try and shoot at them from inside the obscuring mist, we would never have been able to hit them properly. And we wouldn't be able to do enough damage to kill them. And so they've escaped, and I think the Rabbit Prince is to blame for that. 100%. So, our crew is now gathered here. Sandara. Okay, Owlbear is technically still dying. He needs to get a natural 20. Let's stay in initiative real quick. Owlbear is still dying. He's close to dead at this point. He needs to get a natural 20 on this check. So that's one more hit point. We go to Rosie, who's invisible. She climbs over. She's going to go to Sandara, 5-foot step over, pull the Cure Moderate Wounds potion out. I think Cure Moderate Wounds is 2d8? 3d8? Of Sandara's stuff. And feed it to her. It's 2d8 plus 3. Great, which brings Sandara up to 10 hit points. Sandara's turn next. He wakes up. Let's need some. No, I need some good music for this. This one might work. What? Who's on me? Who's on me? It's me, Sandara. It's fucking me. I'm invisible. I wasted that potion, but I'm here, and you're alive. And well, they're getting away. What? They're getting away? No, but they must pay. Besmora must get her revenge. It's too late, Sandara. The fog covered their escape. It was very helpful for us. We wouldn't have been able to board properly without it, so please don't blame yourself. Oh, I'd blame her, Haslin says. You can't just go casting spells willy-nilly in the thick of battle. Or, we would have made it up on board the ship, all right, and, well, that fog really messed up my attacks. I was missing all the time when I shouldn't have been. So let's give Haslin... Let's give Haslin a... I'm going to give him a medicine check to see if he notices... A heal check. Ugh. It's not hard to tell that Owlbear is dying. He has no idea. He doesn't care. But I'm going to go ahead and give Spear... I mean, Owlbear's got 1 hit point, so if someone wants to spare him... Spear also gets a +0 on this heal check. Huh? Look. Look, the Owlbear. He's dying. Do we want to save him? And he looks back at the rest of the crew. I think this is a question for the Oracle. So remember, we're rolling 2d6. Do we want to save the Owlbear? 4. A 4 is a strong maybe. Yeah, that's not helpful, Oracle, so we must pull a Hero card. The Tangled Briar. Tangled Briar is a neutral evil card of Constitution. Excuse me, lawful evil card of Constitution, which I think is very appropriate here. It's a card of ancient deeds. It indicates an object or person from long ago that will somehow have great influence on the situation. The object or person in question is one lost or murdered in some foul way. The thorny past brings not just pain, but maybe hope. That's hard to say. It's a tough question. The Owlbear, but he's also... Well, yeah, Tangled Briar is really working for this situation. I think Cog comes up. And he puts a hand on Spear's shoulder. Nope. Let him go. Spear. He fought bravely. Let him get the warrior's death that he deserves. And with that, he dies. Spear nods. We'll send him to a watery grave, and on to the boneyard. I think that's the least we can do. I happen to know some Pharasman rites, if necessary. If you wouldn't mind, Cog, I'd rather send his body in way of in lieu of sacrifice to Besmora. I believe strongly, Zendara says, that without her help, her presence, her blessings, and she looks at Spear as she says this, we wouldn't have been able to get through this. He betrayed us. He betrayed his crew, just like Plugg and Scourge did. Now, there were more pirates on board when we left the ship. I think it's only right that we try and figure out where the rest of our crew is. These 3 women, they'll survive, but we also must decide what we are to do with them as well. From below we hear, "Help! Help!" And so the crew heads downstairs. Huh? Oh, hey, it's everyone, they say, and begin untying the crew here. Well, thank my lucky stars that, where is that accent going? Thank my lucky stars that, thank my lucky stars that, you all are all right, Fishgut says. Well, to be quite frank, we were all really worried that you wouldn't survive the surprise attack. And well, yeah, we're kind of in a predicament here. Yeah, we were attacked last night. Plugg, Scourge, and the rest of his lackeys. Well, they tried to get us. We held them off, but you can see what happened. Where are the other pirates? And I think the doors kind of open here, and we can see these 4 pirates with their hands up, weapons down. We surrender, Narwhal, the dwarven one says. Right. Please don't hurt us, Aretta. We're only following orders. Jape and Bips. Yeah, I mean, Plugg is such a charismatic, demanding, authoritative captain. Well, we did what we had to. And, well, who's the new captain? The group kind of looks at each other, and Haslin goes, well, I think I've been doing a mighty fine job as captain. What do the rest of you think? Conchabar behind him is, aye, oui, Aslan the captain, of course. I think Rosie, who is probably no longer invisible, listen, Haslin, you're a great guy. You're pretty fucking cool, even, in like, the way you handled that whale of a Grindilo back in the cave yesterday, that was flippin' sweet, but are you the most, seasoned sailor? I must agree, Zendara says. I personally might think that Spear here should be our new captain. Me? The new captain of this vessel? Are you all sure? I mean, Haslin says, if you want to give Spear a chance, I guess, but I swear I could do it. I just give me the chance, the time. I'll learn how to be a right seaman. All right. And then Ambrose, I think, speaks up. I'd be right remiss to not give my praise of Haslin. He had never really served as a cook before, but he learned the role and he took it on well, and he provided for all of you. What, you're just going to turn your backs on him now? Being a cook is one thing, Cog says. We need a warrior, a general, to lead us on the seas. Scourge and Plugg are still out there. And who the hell knows what's going to happen when Captain Harrigan hears about all of this? What the hell are we even going to do next? Well, I've got a few ideas about that myself. We think Scourge and Plugg were headed to get the ship, changed up so they could, stop being pirates themselves, and we might as well follow their lead. But we definitely need a captain before we go down that road. Rumi, after like kind of claps her hands twice. Being as I was originally an officer on this boat, I don't see why I shouldn't be captain. And everyone starts, no way. Who are you even? Yeah, you're just a silly merchant trader. No, forget about it. Well, it was just a suggestion. Fine. If you can't all decide on who should be captain, why not let this Spear and Haslin be co-captains? Makes perfect sense to me. They must come to that way, and you all seem to be split down the middle anyway. Well, actually, most people seem to be on Spear's side, but at that point, her voice is drowned out as the rest of the crew starts thinking, yeah, oh, co-captains, that's a great idea, says Sams, and then Giffer Tibbs leaps the other this female known leaps into hug Haslin. Oh, Haslin, I'm so glad that you're all right. Oh, I was just so worried about you. And she starts giving him smooches. Fine, so be it then. 3 cheers for our new co-captains, Ambrose says. And the crew goes, hip, hip, hooray! Hip, hip, hooray! As the crew of this new ship come together, we've got some pirates here that need working out. Several pirates here that need to be figured out what their allegiance is. Where did my other one go? I think I grabbed her on accident. She's here somewhere. Right there. Several pirates that... I don't know. They're in trouble, is really the case. And we'll figure out what to do with them next time on the Spear and the Scene. Thank you so much for joining me, everyone. Zen of Games, thank you so much for being here. I am super stoked to have finished the first book of Skull and Shackles. The first book known as The Wormwood Mutiny. The second book, Raiders of the Fever Sea, will pick up, I think, in a few weeks. I have plenty of campaign prep to do. So over the next 2 Fridays, you can still join me here at 8 p.m. Central European Time, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to... really, this should be... Sorry, I need that in the proper space. So you can still join me over the next 2 weeks as I prep for this next campaign, this next adventure, Raiders of the Fever Sea. Thank you, Zen of Games. I appreciate it. I appreciate everyone's support, even if don't catch the streams and are watching this on YouTube. I'll still be here the next 2 Fridays, prepping the game, the campaign, putting together the dungeons and the ships and the encounters, figuring out how our new crew is molding together. You know, we have several, maybe a good over half a dozen pirates who kind of hate our new captains and are serving unwillingly. Will they come around? Will they, at some point, abscond, go overboard? What happened with Scourge and Plugg? Are they going to go slinking back to Captain Harrigan and telling lies about how Spear and Haslin overthrew them? That's actually a pretty good idea. And don't forget, the Grindylow Queen also escaped Riptide Cove. Is she still planning her revenge somewhere in the dark, deep depths of the sea? We'll find out in the second book, the second season of The Spear and the Sea. For now, everyone, I bid you all good night and see you next time.